So I'm going to break this video down for you guys to a T. I'm going to say it like it is, and I'm going to get into a lot of detail. So, and this is coming from somebody that has been a part of society, obviously at a young age. Because I went to school. I was that person that was friends with everybody, fit in, had all the friends in the world, can literally make friends with anybody, even to this day. I can make friends with anybody because it's just in me to do it. Like, I'm very extroverted. I just have that personality about myself that I can easily meet people, talk to people, whatever. I'm not a shy person. I can really tango with just about anybody. And I was on a lot of sports teams. I was just deep into society, and it made me see the whole truth of what everything really is. And it's not because there's some people that they never really had any friends. They never really fit in. They never really did this. They never really did that. And it's a completely different ballgame from people that actually fit in once before and can fit in if they choose to. And then there's the people that just never really did. They're socially awkward. And I can't really relate to those people. But in speaking from a perspective of my own, I just seen the truth of what fitting in actually does. You know what I mean? It is no good. I'm a person of value. I like to value things. I like to value people. And I don't like to waste my precious time on things that don't matter. I'm big on that. I'm big on not wasting time. And I had to go through the experiences of wasting time, of having the wrong people in my life, of doing this, of doing that, to actually see. And I feel as a person, I grew up at a very young age. I grew up at an age where most people at the age that I grew up at was about 18, 19. And I mean really grow up. I mean really see the truth. I mean really start to do all the right things at that age, which is what I did. And it's the complete, total opposite of what most people do, because most people hit the age of 18, 19. And that's the age where they really turn up. And I mean really turn up. And don't get me wrong. At 19, 20, I was turning up a little bit, but I slowly kept weaving myself off and only growing out of society and growing in to my own. And only learning more, gaining more knowledge, learning more skills, getting better all around. And eliminating things that serve me no meaning, no purpose, and nothing like that. And I just feel I always naturally had a good head on my shoulders. And I don't know who can relate to this, but this is how it was for me. Like I said, some people are in different situations as to why you have no friends and don't fit into society. But I really truly believe that if that is you in any situation, you are blessed because you are doing the right thing. You don't want to fit into society. You do not. It is a trap. I'm a person, I'm telling you guys right now. If I wanted to, I could, but it is empty. Society is empty. These people are like all dependent on each other. They think they're all friends. They're not going to be friends for long. This is the thing. It all comes to an end. The way people live at a young age, it all comes to an end. You grow up, and you're going to realize all those people didn't even matter unless you actually have real ones in your life, which is rare. Because some people do have those lifelong friends, and I have a couple, less than a handful, that at any given day, and we still keep in touch to this day. Not every day, not every week, not even every month, but every year at least. You know what I mean? We always keep in touch. Probably every couple months, probably every 3-4 months or something like that. And there's always going to be those couple people, but you are on your own path, your own purpose. Even your other friends that probably grew up as well, they're on their own path and own purpose, and this is how it's supposed to be. Most people in society, they just don't grow up. They just don't do what they're supposed to do. So, how is it a good thing being in society? And how is it not a good thing having basically no friends and not fitting in? I'm not saying you can't have friends, you probably should. I do, but I'm on my own path and purpose. I see people every single day. I'm in the mix with people every single day, but I don't fit in with them because I'm on a whole other level. I'm doing things at such a different level than these people that I even tango with on a daily basis. You know what I mean? I'm not sucked into their reality. I'm not on the same page as them. Maybe on little things, maybe we talk about sports, maybe this, maybe that, but it's like, set aside that little stuff that really doesn't even matter anyways. I'm on a different level. And I say that humbly because I know what they're about, I know what I'm about, I know what I do, I know what they do. We are not the same. And I go about things a different way. You know what? We could probably grow closer if we did do more of the same things, because that is what friends really do. And you can't see anybody as forever because people are always going to change. People are always going to go one way, people are always going to go the other way. So it's like people are temporary, friends are temporary. Everything is temporary, but you are forever until you die. It is you. So you are smart if you do not fit in. You should not be fitting in. It makes no sense. People that ain't all up here all that much are the ones that are fitting in. And I mean, they don't have a whole lot of smarts up there. They have a lot of rocks up there. They haven't really gone through anything. They didn't overcome anything. They don't really know what they're doing. They don't. And there's too many of those people in this world. So be you, be different, and don't be worrying why you're not fitting in. You should be worried if you're fitting in. You should be worried. I was worried. I remember what I felt like coming on to the end of the days where I just felt empty. Around these people, I'm in my own head and I'm thinking, this just does not feel right at all. I should be doing something else. I should be doing something much better. And I just had to go through that experience just a couple times to really see, you know what? I do not belong here. I've outgrown this, and I'm gonna leave. But these people did not outgrow that situation that you may have been in. For example, I used to smoke quite a lot of weed with the guys. We'd all play sports, we'd always do this stuff too, but it was like something that the guys would do to have fun. We'd all get together, we'd all be in the car, we'd all smoke weed and stuff like that, and it's like, it's fun when you're young, but you get to a certain age, you get to a certain time, and it's like, I've outgrown this situation, I've outgrown these times, I've outgrown these people, and I'm out. You know, they can stay doing what they're doing. They have not outgrown that situation, so they can keep staying in that situation. They can keep doing those things. I'm on to bigger and better things. Plain and simple. So, like I said, you should be worried if you are fitting in, especially if you're older. you shouldn't be too concerned if you're young. If you're in school, you probably should be fitting in. You can't do much else. You really can't. You have to be around people all the time. You have to be around teachers all the time. You have to be working on group projects together and all this stuff. It's like, it's what it is. You are fitting in if you're in school. You are. Unless you're that weird emo kid that's in the corner that's drawing pictures of whatever. You know what I mean? But, and no offense, but you know what I mean. And this is just how it is. You should be worried. You're fitting in, you should be worried. You have a mind of your own. You have a genius inside of yourself. That genius is not going to show up in your life if you're constantly fitting in, constantly doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And you know in your head, and you know what, my intuition always led me to bigger and better places. Always. And it will for the rest of my life, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It always will. But you have to listen to your intuition. And the worst thing in the world would be to be in a position that you know it's wrong, but you keep doing it anyways. I can't relate to that, because anytime my intuition said something is off, I should be doing something different. It's the very second I changed it. If you feel something's not right, you have to change it, because nobody else is. If you know you're doing something all the time and it's wrong, if you have a bad habit and you're doing it day after day after day after day, you know it's wrong, you know you're going to feel worse when it's all said and done because you're doing it, you're in a terrible position and you need to stop. Because if you don't grow. If you stop, you overcome it with strength, with discipline, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take strength to get over it. It's going to take discipline for not doing it. You're disciplined for not doing it. You will get stronger. You will grow. You can get different ideas. You can get different thoughts, and you can experience different things, and you can really do things that you probably at once upon a time you didn't think you would do or could do. So the world is a crazy thing. You just have to be more self-aware. You just have to have an open mind, and you have to know that things can be very good and things can be also very bad if you're doing the wrong things all the time. Very bad. But things can get a lot better if you do what you know you should do. And there's too many people, even around me where I come from, there's too many people. You can tell they have so much potential. So much potential. And they're always doing the wrong things. They know they're doing the wrong things. They know it. They know they are doing the wrong things. Too many mistakes. You can make a little mistake. You can be doing a lot of good things and you can make little mistakes still. That's going to happen. But to know you're making terrible mistakes and you continue to do it, that is terrible. It's just terrible. It shows a lot of weakness within yourself. It shows that you're not willing to really grow. It's like you have to fit in. You have to do weak things. It's who you are. So if you want to overcome that, you need that strength and you need that discipline. And you need that never giving up mentality. The worst thing in the world is going to be the regret that you have for not doing the things you knew you should have done when you were younger. That's not going to happen to me because I did the things when I was very young. Very young. So what's it going to be? The choice is yours. And always remember, that the fact that you're not fitting in is a good thing, and that you should be worried if you're fitting in. Period.